What we saying, guys? I'm back, and today we're going to discuss how to improve in Dragon Ball FighterZ by understanding your level of competence. As always, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So when it comes to the level of competence, we are each on one of these 4 stages. Now there's a 5th stage, but I'll probably get onto that in another video. But right now, what we can see is there are 4 stages here, where the first one is unconsciously incompetent, consciously incompetent, consciously competent, and unconsciously competent. Now depending on where you are on this triangle will depend on what kind of level you're at and what different things that you need to do to improve. We're going to discuss each level now. So starting with the first level, unconsciously incompetent. At this level, it means we essentially have no clue what we're doing. We don't know what to do to improve. We don't really understand the mechanics of the game. We don't really get what's going on. For example now, at this level, you'd probably see the white squares, the green squares, the people who have just bought the game, who don't really know what's going on in fighting games in general. They don't get the game mechanics. People at this level you see are those who don't know that you can punish super dash. They'll be getting hit with super dash like this. They won't know what's going on. They won't know why they're getting hit. All they know is that they're getting hit and they're frustrated and confused. So we'd say that those at the very lowest level are at the level of unconsciously incompetent. So the question is, how are we going to get from this low level of the pyramid or the triangle, or whatever you want to call it, right, to the next level? Now at this point, let's say we're unconsciously incompetent. We have no idea of what to do, right? We know that we keep getting hit with a super dash. This is when you can go online, watch videos, ask people, look at footage. What are they doing when people are super dashing? And then you find out that they're doing this. They're 2Hing, right? They're 2H and they are punishing the super dash. At this level, we understand now what we need to do. We're still not good enough, but we get it. We're better than here, right? We're not just getting hit for no reason. We know now that we can do something to actually punish what keeps frustrating us. And as we improve, we find out there are more than one way to actually punish this same thing, right? This is where we need to get the information. The skills and everything will come with time, but at this point we need to get a greater understanding about what is going on so we can move on to the next level. Right, so now we're at the conscious incompetence. We understand when they super dash at us, we need to 2H, we need to anti-air, we need to punish it, right? We're not getting hit by it and complaining now because we kept getting hit. We understand we have to do something. Let's take it to the next level. So now every time we're doing a combo, right, we keep losing matches because our combos aren't doing enough damage, right? And we understand that, but we don't really know what we need to do next. We see people doing re-jumps, but we're too lazy to learn it. We don't understand the benefits of it. We don't understand that some re-jumps allow us to get access to more damage and greater corner carry. And we all know in fighting games, when you can take somebody into the corner, it's one of the greatest things you can do. So now we have another stage of level to be at. A lot of people are here where they kind of know what they need to do, but they don't really want to do it. And then they'll blame themselves because they're not getting anywhere because they don't want to do it, right? At this point, this is when you need to get out of the whole laziness stage of it. You know what you need to do. You know how to get to the next stage. Here's where you need to put a lot of work in. I'd say a lot of players are at this stage. In life or in any form of things that we're doing, we're at the stage where we know what we need to do, but we just don't want to do it. And this is the stage where I think the most work is required, because at this point, you need to work very hard to get everything to be second nature. This is where repetition comes in. Now this diagram here shows us the Dunning-Kruger Effect, right? And what this shows us, as we can clearly see here, is how confidence and competence are affected by each other, right? So if you have a high level of confidence and you know nothing, right, you're incompetent, you're literally at the height of stupidity. You have all this confidence for no reason. You know nothing, okay? The next you can see how as your confidence decreases, you get to like a valley of despair, right? You're not really happy. Your confidence isn't there. You don't really know too much. You're at that level, right? But as you become a bit more competent, you start to understand, you can see gradually that your confidence starts to go up, right? You kind of go from knowing nothing and having low confidence, then you're at the valley of despair. You put in the hard work, repetition, you watch the videos, you put the reps in, and you slowly get more competent at what you're labbing, what you're learning, and you get to the slope of enlightenment. After that, now you have to really start looking at things. Maybe you have to go back to basics. You work on your fundamentals. You look at all the key weaknesses in your game. And that's where you might get to the plateau of sustainability, right? Very hard place to get to, but as you can see, the more competent you get, the higher your confidence is, because you actually feel that you can achieve what you're doing. And this is what you want to do. You want to get to the next level. So now we're at the stage of conscious competence. At this level now, we understand what we need to do. We know our mistakes. We know how we need to improve. We know what we need to do. You know, we're still a bit lazy, but we're good enough, right? Now this is where the real hard work begins, because it's the small details. It's refining our fundamentals. It's looking back on the things that we overlook. This is the level where we need to take things into consideration about how we want to get to the next stage. We don't like watching our replays, but that's how we have to get to the next level. We don't like looking at our losses, but this is what we need to do. It's the small things. So let's take a basic scenario, right? Let's say we didn't understand or we forgot that base Goku had a command grab. After a basic dash block situation, let's say he does a beam, he vanishes, tries to take his turn back, or he does a beam, he vanishes and tries to cross up. If we dash block, we will block and all go under both of these situations. So now we've done the whole thing and we forget he has a command grab in the heat of the battle, right? We completely forget. He does the dash block situation, we're looking to do the dash block, it's normal to us. We know this, right? We know what to do in this situation. But then he does this. We get grabbed. We lose the game off the grab and that's it. We need to remember at this level it's the small things. You can't forget things like this. Small differences like this can make all the difference. Last but not least, unconscious competence. At this stage, you understand what's going on. The game feels like it's nothing to you because you've done so much work that it feels like second nature. At this level, you don't know how to explain to people what you're doing. When someone asks you, how did you do that? Why did you do that? Because you know the game so well, it's second nature. A lot of top players in different things, top athletes, they're at this level. They know what to do, they know why things happen certain ways, but they may not be able to necessarily explain why they made a certain decision when they did what they did. This is the point. Look at it like Ultra Instinct. Your body just moves, you just know what to do. And at this level is the point where a lot of people want to reach. When you get here, you know you have truly put in the time and you've really got to that level where you're just at a high level. After this, I would say the fifth level is mastery, but how many people actually get to the level where they can actually master something? It's very rare. But when you see those kind of players, you just know that the amount of work they put in has transcended the game itself. Well, that's it from me, guys. I know you guys like this style of video, so I'm going to try and bring some more of them back. Obviously, I will be playing other fighting games coming out. I'll be playing Street Fighter 6 and probably Tekken 8 when it comes out, so look out for that. As always, please like, comment and subscribe. We're on the road to 2K, and I'll catch you guys next time.